Sharm El Sheikh is a very tourist resort in Egypt. Sharm El Sheikh is a very tourist resort in Egypt. It has several luxury hotels, bars, restaurants and nightclubs. Visitors will be able to practice many activities. Number of inhabitants. Sharm El Sheikh has about 35,000 inhabitants, 2008 estimate. Originally a simple fishing village, Sharm El Sheikh took an important role during the Suez War, from 1956 to 1967. Following the defeat of Egypt, Sharm El Sheikh passes into the hands of Israel and is renamed Mifratz Shlomo, which means the Gulf of Solomon. The following year, 500 Jewish families settled there. The place becomes a seaside resort. Less than 15 years later, in 1982, the municipality is returned to Egypt. The Palestinian Authority and Israel signed the Sharm El Sheikh Memorandum in 1999. In 2011, following the Egyptian Revolution, Sharm El Sheikh served as a retreat for deposed President Hosni Mubarak. Located in the northeast of Egypt, the city of Sharm El Sheikh is built between the Sinai Mountains and the Red Sea. How to move in the city. The city of Sharm El Sheikh offers several modes of transport, collective taxis and buses. Collective taxis, Peugeot built in the 1980s, provide public transport service and can carry up to 7 passengers. The bus is the cheapest means of transport. The city of Sharm El Sheikh has many sights to see. Visitors can visit various areas of the city such as Sharm El Maya in the south, famous for its public beach and old market, Hadaba in the north, residential area, Namu Bay, tourist area. Website of the Egyptian National Tourist Office. What to do. Parasailing. Walk on camel or 4x4 in the Sinai Desert. Take a trip to the Arda Canyon. Visit the souks. Relax at the beach. Join a diving school and discover the seabed. Before leaving. The town of Sharm El Sheikh, located at the southern tip of Sinai, between the Gulf of Suez and Aqaba, is a former Bedouin fishing village that developed under Israeli occupation from 1967 to 1982. Thus is born in Naama Bay in the 1980s, north of Sharm El Sheikh, on the desert shores of a sumptuous bay. Today, the original Sharm El Sheikh and its tourist satellite, about 6 kilometers apart, touch each other because, in this corner of the desert and near the rich seabed, the hotels grow like mushrooms. They colonize other bays like Nabk Bay, even further north. The resort is today made up of a succession of creeks with more or less concrete banks of hotels, which lives mainly to the rhythm of Russian, Polish, German and British holidaymakers. Some casinos, water parks and shopping malls with flashing palms adorn the whole. Before leaving. The town of Sharm El Sheikh, located at the southern tip of Sinai, between the Gulf of Suez and Aqaba, is a former Bedouin fishing village that developed under Israeli occupation from 1967 to 1982. Thus is born in Naama Bay in the 1980s, north of Sharm El Sheikh, on the desert shores of a sumptuous bay. Today, the original Sharm El Sheikh and its tourist satellite, about 6 kilometers apart, touch each other because, in this corner of the desert and near the rich seabed, the hotels grow like mushrooms. They colonize other bays like Nabk Bay, even further north. The resort is today made up of a succession of creeks with more or less concrete banks of hotels, which lives mainly to the rhythm of Russian, Polish, German and British holidaymakers. Some casinos, water parks and shopping malls with flashing palms adorn the whole. The Sharm El Sheikh and Naama Bay complex includes an airport, located 7 kilometers north of Naama Bay and 14 kilometers northeast of Sharm Center, and a port in the far west. From Sharm Bay. The interest of Sharm El Sheikh lies only in its exceptional dive sites, for the more experienced as for the less adventurous with mask and snorkel. The island of Tiran is the most popular dive site. You can access it by boat. Excursions are organized by tour operators and hotels. If you can, climbing the Mount Sinai at night to watch the sunrise over the desert will no doubt be your best holiday memory in Sharm. A camel ride in the desert, the discovery in 4x4 colored canyon-wrinkled plots of strata of colors, the visit of the monastery of St. Catherine, the ascent of Mount Sinai and, of course, scuba diving a day off the coast, including Ras Mohammed. This nearby national park, one of the most beautiful underwater reserves in the world, is a classified and protected area. The underwater world around Sharm El Sheikh includes other well-known sites, Ras Sid, Ras Nazrani and Shark Bay along the coast, Jackson Reef and Gordon Reef around the islands of the Strait of Tiran. While some sites are directly accessible by the coast, most dives are by boat. The area, windy in winter, also attracts windsurfers and kite surfers. But be careful when there is a lot of wind. Avoid doing it in these conditions if you start! Sharm El Sheikh has become a popular location for scuba diving 28, as a result of its underwater scenery and warm waters. Other beach activities include snorkeling, windsurfing, kite surfing, parasailing, boating, and canoeing. Ras Mohammed National Park is located at the southernmost tip of the Sinai Peninsula where the waters of the Red Sea and Gulf of Suez meet, producing strong currents and providing a habitat for diverse marine life. Two reefs popular with divers are Shark Reef, a vertical wall descending to over 800 meters, 2,600 feet, and Yolanda Reef, the site of the wreck of the Yolanda. The Straits of Tiran are located at the mouth of the Gulf of Aqaba and in a major shipping lane. There are 4 reefs there, each named after one of the British cartographers who first mapped them, Gordon, Thomas, Woodhouse, and Jackson. In summer months, hammerhead sharks swim in schools near the reefs. The Sharm El Sheikh Hyperbaric Medical Center was founded in 1993 by the Egyptian Ministry of Tourism with a grant from USAID, to assist with diving-related medical conditions.